Well, folks, does anybody remember this car? Does this car look familiar to anyone here? Yes, that's right. That's my old TR6. Fred's getting ready to do some work on it. Fred bought it from me about a year or two ago, and he is getting ready to do some clutch work on the car. So Fred, do you think you've figured out what's wrong with the clutch?
Yeah, I think it's the sleeve with the throwout bearing on the nose. It needs some lubrication on it. That I think it needs a brand new slave cylinder.
Slave cylinder.
Other than that, should be okay.
She's a beaut, Clark. Hello friends, welcome to the Bobby TR6 Pack channel. We are down here in beautiful Northport, Florida. And hey, wait a second. We got Cole, but that's not Cole's car. Cole, whose car is that now? Oh, yep, that's right. Mr. Fred and I worked out a deal, and I have decided to take back my red car. And we are going to start doing some work to it and try to get it back on the road. Very exciting. Morning, Fred. How we doing?
We're doing well.
This doesn't look like Cole's car.
No, it's not. We got a clutch issue, and we're gonna pull the clutch out,
Okay.
trans out, and take a look, see what's going on.
We have a trio of owners of this red car standing right here.
That's right. Three owners of this car right here. That's right. Oh, and there's Cole. He owns one too. Hey, Cole. Say hi to our fans.
Yeah.
Look how big he's getting.
That's a good looking shirt he's
Oh
wearing,
yeah.
too.
Oh yeah. Shameless plug for High Tower Tree Service. There we go.
I tell a lot more.
Or lawn maintenance, yeah. So Fred, yesterday you managed to pull the seats, the carpet, center console, tunnel, took the battery out, disconnected the battery, and what are we doing today? What are we gonna do?
Today we're gonna pull the transmission out,
Okay.
roll the car into the other garage, go ahead and pull the transmission out of it.
Okay,
And,
okay.
We're gonna address that clicking sound on the fork and the throwout bearing sleeve. I believe that's where we're getting the jerky clutch business. We're also gonna double check on the front cover, make sure that, I did buy a new sleeve and everything, throwout bearing, so we're gonna make sure that that slides easily.
And while we've got it out, what we're gonna do, what we're gonna reset up, we're gonna do a clutch, a pressure plate. What are you planning on doing?
I run a Sachs pressure plate, which is what I always use, and then also a new disc, and we'll see what the flywheel looks like.
Okay.
And if we have to pull the flywheel.
And Dave said he had the flywheel turned, and he said he would be surprised if it needed to be.
It probably
Turn.
doesn't, because this car never exhibited juddering on takeoff.
Right.
So
No.
it never did that. It
No.
just has that steady clutch, and we're gonna get into that today.
Well, no time like the present. Let's get to work.
Not enough leverage.
Now, back against the shelf right here, right? Okay. Going back against there. Now I'm gonna go to the front. Now I'm tinging. Hear that? I'm on the fingers, right? Now. Feel that?
Mm-hmm.
Hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Something's loose.
Yeah, I'm not getting it now. Yeah, keep hitting that button with my finger.
16s yet? It's half, right?
Yeah, this one's half.
This way.
What's that? Is that the?
That's the throwout bearing. Yep.
You put that in, didn't you?
Yeah. You can hear the bearings.
Yeah.
Just usually if it spins too freely, that means that most of the lube is gone.
Ooh.
Look at that.
What is that? The sleeve?
Yep.
Oh boy. This might be your culprit, sir.
Chunks missing out of it.
Chunks missing.
In there. I got the brass because I figured the brass was softer and it would go better with the metal, you know, instead of steel on steel. But I didn't. You think that could be it?
Wow.
What a dumb like that.
Let's see. Yeah. That's going to cause it to cock a little bit. I think also these pins were problematic. See that pin?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was designed to keep it from spinning around.
Okay.
And the problem is that when it doesn't spin around and gets even wear all the places, then it gets wear just in one spot.
Yes, and two, this dent is bigger than this one.
Yes.
So yes, the fork is pushing
Something.
more one way than more so on one side than the other.
It's cocked.
Yes.
So I did buy a fork.
Okay.
Brand new fork, and it has pins already installed.
Okay.
Beautiful. Because those pins are just spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it might have been a combination. Maybe that's what caused, because it was spinning. You think maybe that's what caused these divots? I mean, look at that. That's chipped there. And there's a, yeah, look at the size of that hole.
Wash yourself so you can take it.
Yeah. Good morning, Fred. How are you doing?
Good morning.
So you have been doing a lot of research and a lot of work. We are going to attempt to put my clutch back together. And you have gone down quite the rabbit hole of different types of sleeves and slave cylinders and balls and springs. And so what have you come up with?
Well, what we did was we did find a problem with the original setup, and this was the original setup right here, and you can see that you can't even get the pins to go into the
Oh, wow.
carrier at all.
Oh my goodness.
That was the problem with this. This was the cause of the sticky clutch, and you see, even though it has a pin here,
Yeah, you see that.
even though it has a pin there,
Right.
the fork it didn't stop at the pin. It stopped over here, and it started digging into it.
So hence our sticky clutch.
Hence the sticky
And what's the
clutch.
purpose of the pin?
The pin is to keep this thing from rotating around.
Okay.
Now they all used to be
Brass.
no, brass is real soft. They used to be bronze, phosphorus bronze.
Okay.
It's kind of like a dark color.
Okay.
And this is an original one from way back when that I've always saved.
Okay.
And then they didn't make these anymore, and then they came out with the steel ones. Now here's an example of a steel one. It has a pin in it, but the pin had been removed because they didn't want the pin or the fork to wear into this slot.
Like it did on mine.
Yeah, like it did on yours. Now, this is a beefy version. This is a brand new one.
That's a fork?
This is a fork, and this is the old one. You can see the difference.
Oh wow, yeah, it's definitely significant. And what I noticed
bigger.
that's got a little slice there. It's got this little. Is that to allow it to fit better?
Yeah, that's just.
Oh, I see. It was
like,
significantly bigger.
it's
Holy
like
cow.
that. So
Okay.
now-
Okay.
So this is an original one, okay, and you can see that going into the steel. This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is a steel one that doesn't have a chamfer on this edge, so
Right.
you don't want that.
Right.
So they recommend shaving this to make it look like that one. See the
Yeah, I see that. It's
knocked
got like
off.
almost like a little tiny flange on the end there.
So,
yeah.
so this one fits okay. The steel one fits okay into the old factory one. All of them are good. Even that one. But there's a problem with this one that came. This is the one that came out of the red car with the sticky clutch. So that's our problem right
It doesn't
there.
even fit.
Now, so what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go ahead and go with this one.
Okay.
The
Which one
upgraded
is that one?
This is the bronze one.
The bronze one. Okay, got it.
So going to go with the bronze one and a new. You see how nicely that fits in there?
Oh yeah, and that fork looks really robust.
It does.
It actually looks like it's about a third bigger, but it still fits though in the cavity, correct? In the bell housing?
Yeah.
Okay, good,
Yeah.
good.
And so I've mic'd all the clearances, so we're going to go with this, and we're going to go with a coil bearing.
Okay.
And this coil bearing is what we're going to go
And
with.
why a Koyo bearing? Why wouldn't we use the same bearing, pressure plate, fly? Why this setup?
When I was doing these things in the 90s, there was a bad batch of RHP bearings.
Okay.
And so consequently, I would put a clutch in somebody's car, and he was 10 miles to his house, and it wouldn't even last 10 miles. So I'd have to tear it all apart, and so then it got developed. This is the same thing as what used to be in the Magic clutch from TRF, but guy from the East Coast and we got together and we put together this. You can use just a Borg and Beck disc, and then you've got a Sachs pressure plate here.
Nice and shiny.
So that's all brand new stuff.
And so the Sachs, you find it just works better? Is it
Yeah.
more robust? It lasts longer? What have you found is the key for the Sachs?
It's a little bit harder pressure than the Laycock ones. but,
Okay.
I've had this set up in my blue TR6 for 27 years, and it's been in both of my race cars for that long also. So it's a real reliable clutch, and I never had any trouble with it.
Okay.
So
And maybe just walk us through some of the other parts here. Is this the fork?
that's the new shaft.
the new shaft.
And
Okay.
and then I got a hardened spring, hardened pin.
Right.
So we've got that going for us there. And supposedly the old pin, let's see, the old one,
Right here.
this is what was set up in there before.
Right.
And that's why Dave went ahead and put this thing in there just as a safeguard.
Right.
A lot of pins broke back in the day.
Uh-huh.
I think this was his original one.
Right.
It's still good, it didn't break, but you can see that
Oh, that's significantly bigger.
the hardened one, see the
Oh yeah.
difference?
This is like case hardened steel they use it on that.
So we're just going to
Yeah.
go with this, and I'm not going to bother drilling a hole in here. We're just
No,
going to
I don't think you need to.
go with this upgraded one. And
Yeah.
while we're in there, we'll put a couple of transmission rear bushings.
Yeah, it looks
in.
like the ones we've got. And then, what about the ball and the spring? I guess we had a bad moment where we lost the spring and the ball.
Yeah.
And so when we lost it in the yard and couldn't find it.
So that's important right there. That's the anti-rattle spring. So if you have a shifter that rattles, then
which
the spring
mine does.
yours did. You won't anymore, but
Right.
we'll put that together like that. And
Right.
then there was some discussion regarding flywheels and the pressure, the torque settings on the flywheel bolts. The Haynes manual said 42 to 46, and I have that in the blue car. I know I have it in there because back in the day when I did that, it was 98, no internet, and there was no posts from various
Right.
people speaking about this pressure and this pressure and this pressure. The Bentley manual says 75. The Haynes manual says 42 to 46. So, it's real important you don't want it to come loose. Some people say blue Loctite, some people say red Loctite. So, I think I'm just going to do it the way it did back in the day,
Right, and we did reach out to our good friend Chef Tush yesterday,
Saw that.
and of course he responded to us immediately as he's been kind of helping. He's been a wealth of knowledge. He hasn't certainly done as many cars as you've done, but he tends to be of the newer or younger group of people, and he did say his shop manual said 70 to 80. He did his at 75, and I think he restored his about 6 years ago, and he's had no problem. So we're gonna leave it up to you to decide, Fred, the way you want to do it, because you know what? Then it's your fault if it doesn't work. Apparently, it works on that TR6 down there because that thing's been going for how long?
27.
27 years on the same clutch. Wow, holy shit!
But it's
So this is the flywheel over here, Fred. Okay.
only thing we want to be careful of is the last thing we want to do is break off one of the bolts. Yeah.
Correct. And then you also had it turned.
Yeah.
So if you could flip that over, we'll show.
I had it resurfaced.
Oh, yeah. Oh, look at that.
And fingerprints, but I'll wipe that off.
Yeah, yeah. We'll get that
And
off.
then this pilot bushing is no good, so we're going to replace it with another one.
Nice. I like that.
Got that going on.
I love the fact that you're so thorough, Fred. And I know our fans really appreciate it. We've got quite a few fans, even in England, that really appreciate, the work that you're doing. So,
thank you.
but right now we have Cole working on your driveway. Cole is power washing the driveway. Dave is out there cutting limbs, and you and I are drinking coffee.
Yeah.
They drew the short straw, didn't they?
They sure did.
Well, I guess we're gonna have to get to work then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Thanks, buddy. So guys, what do we got? What do we got going on now, Fred? What you working on now?
We're checking the dowel pins. Critical dowel pins.
Show us what a dowel. Do you have the dowel pins?
Now this is what's called the dowel bolt.
Okay.
They show that at Moss, but and some people just use 3/8 shoulder bolts,
Right.
but you'll see that the dowel pin itself here.
Oh, look at that.
But that's as far as it goes.
So does that have to be tapped in?
No, because at 8 o'clock and 2 o'clock position, there's a ring in this opening right here.
Yeah.
So it won't go through. Now it's real easy you can, instead of the dowels, here's a 3/8 shoulder bolt, long bolt.
Okay. That doesn't go through either.
No.
Unless somebody tries to force it and then they ruin it.
Well, or you forget about that. That's a 3/8 bolt altogether, and you just put the 5/16 in there, and 5/16 will go all day long.
Well, at the top, you have the 3 studs,
right.
and I have
I
a hole here, I think, with nothing in it.
Try this one right here.
Yeah.
See that?
But up at the top, you have your what? 2 studs.
Well, there's a dowel.
And I have a hole over here in the transmission, but there's no place to put a bolt in it.
Okay. That's strange.
Yeah.
So I guess the alignment pins are most important. I guess when I was doing all the cars, whatever bolt fit in the opening that would fit, that's what I did.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah.
you can't put 3/8 bolt in the 5/16 opening. So,
Correct.
and I don't remember ever having these pins ever. I mean, the first time you take it apart, you lose the pin. And so people won't put it back together again. They'll just run a 5/16 bolt in there.
Right.
Well, and like I said, when I took out Bobby's transmission, the backing plate didn't have any pins on it, so
Yeah.
I didn't know any better because that's the first time I'd taken the transmission out.
I don't really, there's been so many hands on these cars over all the years, it's hard to figure.
And I don't know if that was the first time the transmission's been taken out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was and his fork was broken where the bolt is.
Right.
And so I well, because we pulled it out, but I drilled a hole completely through the rod with a hardened bolt and nut, and then put the hardened
Yeah.
bolt back in it.
I actually got video of that when Fred and I earlier were talking about that. All right, Fred, what are we doing now? Looks like you're putting some RTV on the drain plug.
For the transmission. Now is the best time to do this.
All right, and we're going to put this in. This is Proline 80/90 weight. Okay. And that's going to go in. Sorry for the finger. So we'll put that in there, and then here's the filler right here. And that is next on the list. This is what was in it. Probably original. It looks like black molasses. So keep checking things off the list.
A little bit of red RTV gasket sealant on the threads and
Sure.
3/4 inch wrench, and in the plug goes.
A lot of thread left.
That's normal.
I feel like I'm.
You're good.
You good? Okay. Ooh. You sure it's not cross-threaded?
Okay, now we're going to remove the filler plug. We're going to fill it like this in its position. 80/90 weight gear lube. Right there.
How much does it take?
2.4 pints.
Do you want to inspect that? Looks good?
Looks good.
Yeah, looks good. Okay, so we've got the drain plug back in, and we're getting ready to fill this up with our Proline. Here. Red, what do we got going on now?
Refilling the gearbox.
And what did you say, Dave? It's 1 quart and 2 pints?
No.
No.
1 quart and 1/4 of a quart.
Yeah.
1 quart and 1/4
Two
of a quart.
pints is one quart.
Yeah, so it's 2.4.
Getting some fresh love
Fresh love.
in this 54-year-old tranny. I see we have a brand new slave cylinder,
Yeah,
Fred.
that's going to be going on there.
Nice. And that's your new brass sleeve?
Yes.
No, yeah, bronze.
Bronze,
Not
yeah.
brass, bronze.
I think we're gonna use this. I mean, there's a little bit of play, but the bronze one does not have a pin in it, and it'll spin on the front cover, and it won't damage the front cover at all.
Mm-hmm.
The front cover is pretty robust. It takes a lot to damage it, but there's steel sleeves that have a pin, and some people say don't put the pin in, some people say do put the pin in. I came across a lot of throw-out bearing sleeves that because there was a pin there,
Right.
it spins around till the pins on the fork hit it, and then it stops spinning. And so then it has a tendency to wear grooves.
Like it did on mine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, Fred.
Sure.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Secure the flywheel with four bolts.
And tighten evenly to 50 to 75.
How about that?
So there's 50 to 75.
And this is the Triumph TR6 repair operation manual. What do you think, Fred? Dave? I think we should do 75. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
The harder the better.
Flywheel on a Haynes manual, 42 to 46 in this book. Torque settings. Okay.
And what did the Bentley manual show? Do you remember? Wasn't it 50 to 70?
Same thing as this one.
Okay.
This is there.
Well, you know, there's an old saying, folks, that if one person tells you to sit down, you're drunk, you might keep standing at the bar. But if 2 or more people tell you to sit down, you're drunk, you might want to sit down. Fred, the decision was to do what? What do we decided?
We're going to go for 70 pounds
Okay.
on the flywheel bolts.
Okay, 70?
Yeah,
Sounds
first
good.
thing we're going to do, though, we're going to do it in increments.
Yep.
We're going to start with,
That way to not stress it.
yeah,
Makes sense.
Jeez.
Now we're at 60.
Yeah, give me that.
You need the extension. Go.
It didn't even move.
Didn't?
No.
Yeah, it did. Just a tiny bit. Teeny tiny bit. Yeah, that one didn't move. Okay. Okay, so we now have the flywheel in, and we decided to torque it to 70 foot-pounds of torque. And it's in. Glue Loctite on it, and it is torqued down. And we will clean the flywheel up a little bit, and then probably Tuesday of this week, I'm going to come down and we're going to put the trans in. So, thank you, David. Good job, bud. Thanks, Fred. Fred, what the hell is this contraption you've got here?
well, we're going to mount the throwout bearing onto this bronze sleeve.
Okay.
I've already started it. This sleeve's got a little bit of a radius to it, so it came on pretty good. And then we just set it in there like that in the vise.
I have never seen a tool like this before.
It's made, the throwout bearing will spin around as it sets itself.
Right.
That's what it's made to do. So,
And then you just take a wrench. How do you know when it's in? Will you feel it pop in?
bottoms out.
It bottoms out? Gotcha. Gotcha.
You'll see that this tool allows it to go, and you see it's already going down.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
It sure is. Already going down. Oh yeah, look at that. And then once it's snug, you take that tool off.
Yeah. That's it.
Cool.
Tap a little bit.
Here, I'll hold it. Oh shit, my hands.
Turning.
No, it's, yeah, the whole thing's turning. So. It's not going up, is it?
The throwout bearing's not turning.
Oh, there you go, yeah. Ah, I see now.
It's snug.
Very good. That is a cool tool. Look at
Sure
that,
is.
married up.
Married up.
Isn't there a
cake.
song about silver and gold? A Christmas song?
Piece of cake.
Well done, Fred. Another fine job by Frenchman. Well, here we are, Dave. Second trip in less than a week here to Fred and Jody's. I see your tree work looks really good, Dave. So what are we doing today, Dave? What are we doing?
We're putting in well, not a new tranny, but we're putting in a tranny. Hopefully we got all the sticky clutch stuff figured out.
Hopefully so. Boy, this looks nice since you cleaned it up. Oh, look at that driveway, how clean that driveway is. Good job, Cole. And here we are at Casa de Schmidt. So let's get to work, Dave. How's that sound?
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Can't wait to lift a transmission, huh? Well, hello friends. Today is Transmission Day. We are here in Paradise at Camp Fred and Jody, as I like to call it, but also known as Northport, Florida. And Fred has got almost everything set up and ready to go for us. I've got a nice fresh cup of coffee. Thank you, Jody. And Dave and Fred are over here talking about shop and stuff like that. So, Fred, what are we doing today?
Putting a transmission in.
Oh, good. Well, I brought the muscle. I brought Dave. So I brought the muscle. Dave's a former bodybuilder, so we just figured we'd just let him, he could pick that thing up like a toothpick, you know, so we'll just have him do that. So,
those aren't very heavy, so
but
I can handle one of those.
So what's next in the process? Do we need to put the pressure plate and disc on first? Is that who's on first?
The pressure plate goes on.
Okay.
And the disc. So we set that all up.
Okay.
All the bolts are clean. Everything's ready to go.
Okay.
And then the rear transmission mount, you know, that one was busted.
Right.
We have two on there. So the one was busted. And instead of trying to mess around with that whole thing, I just took the whole thing out.
Okay. So we need to put that back in.
Yeah, we'll put that back in.
That's got to go in first though, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And there's two bolts on each side. It was missing one bolt on the passenger side. It was still tight.
Right.
I cut another
So
bolt.
now it's going to be really tight.
Now we have what we need.
Okay, good. So we will start with the transmission mount, which has brand new rubbers on it, and then we'll put the pressure.
Always use the brand new rubber.
Always.
Very important. Very important. Then we will do pressure disc and pressure plate, and then we will offer this beautiful transmission up, and hopefully we'll be driving it today. What do you think, Fred?
Hopefully.
Yes. All right. Let's get to work. Well, damn, Dave, it looks like Fred's been doing some work. He's got the bearing in. He's got the fork in. He's got the rod shift for the shifter. Damn, Fred's been doing some work. And then here you've got the slave cylinder for the clutch. It's brand new. So, Fred, looks like you've been doing some work, sir. So you've got that transmission all ready to go.
You know, there was a change yesterday.
Uh-oh, okay.
It was a little bit disheartening. I was going to put on the bronze sleeve.
Yeah.
And once we had we fitted the throw-out bearing to it, and I put it on that nose, and I began operating the clutch, the rod, and it hung up. And I was like, because Jody was sitting right there, and as I moved it back and forth, you could hear a little notching, and she was looking at her phone, and she looked up and went, "What was that?"
Oh, no.
So I had another sleeve, a steel sleeve.
Okay. So what did you have to press it out and then press the new one back in? Oh, geez. So you ended up going with the steel sleeve then, and it doesn't do that at all.
No, I shouldn't.
Oh, that's smooth as a baby's butt.
You hear that little click, and that's just the fork pins
Uh-huh.
on it. But
Wow.
when I had the other sleeve on there, when I got to about this point, it started hanging up.
Wow.
And so I took it off and put it underneath the big magnifier so I could see what was the problem, because I couldn't really tell that well. So sometime in that sleeve's life, when it was knocked off of a bad bearing, because it's bronze, it's soft, and it made 4 tiny impressions on the top, and
it hung over the lip.
it hung over the lip.
Yeah.
Wow.
So rather than go ahead and try, rather than grind it away or try to do that, I just figured, you know what, screw it. This one's tighter. It doesn't do this like the bronze one did.
Right.
But
Yeah, that's nice
So
and
maybe the
smooth.
steel is better than the bronze, since the bronze is a softer metal.
I see you put some, you put the shifter back together
That's
with
all
the
together.
spring and the ball.
yeah,
And what kind of grease are you using on all this stuff? I know you got
high temp disc brake grease.
high temp grease. Nice. Or as I call it, the red stuff. Well, Fred, I'm glad you figured it out now. Better than it's now than in the car.
Well, I was nervous about making that decision because in everything that I've read, if you put a steel sleeve on and you don't have that pin to stop it from rotating, you got hardened steel against the nose, and you're gonna gall it. So I went back to the box and I got a steel sleeve that had some dents in it from impressions from the fork pins, and it still had a good needle bearing in it. So I pulled the needle bearing out, and I put it in this one. This is brand new. It didn't have a needle bearing. This is a brand new one.
The needle bearing, yeah, you mean the needle?
The needle to stop it
needle.
spinning.
Yeah.
Stop it spinning. So going by the Moss Tech, they sell these, and they sell them without the needle, and then you buy the needle separate. So that sleeve came with that transmission and this parts car here, and it was brand new, but it didn't have a needle in it. Yeah.
I'll be damned. Well done, Fred. Thank you. You've earned a donut.
Thank you.
All right, so Dave's gonna offer up the pressure plate, the disc first. And what's the purpose of this little black thing? I think they call it a key, if I'm not mistaken. What's the purpose of that, Dave?
This?
Yes, is that the alignment tool?
Yes, that's the alignment tool.
Oh, gotcha.
We want a little bit of grease to put on this.
Okay, we can do that. Let me get some.
Sax.
Gotta have good sax.
Yeah.
Saxophone, that is. And there's only one way this goes on, Dave?
Well, you have your. I'm going to move that closer. You have your
Oh, there we go.
your three.
There we go. Now you can really see.
I'm gonna get underneath the car. Hang on a minute. Let me help position that a little bit. It's gotta block the car up a little bit.
Okay. Oh, there you go. Nice. Did you say we're in?
Yeah.
We're in, baby. Woo! Is that why you're smiling?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so here we have the transmission mount, two parts to it, bottom and top, and then these are the new bushings. We'll put that in before we put the transmission in. Well, Freddie, so you have your favorite tool out again, your torque wrench.
Yeah.
And so we're going to do this at what foot-pounds of torque?
20.
20 foot-pounds of torque on the
Flywheel bolts,
flywheel bolts,
clutch bolts, pressure plate
Pl-
bolts.
pressure plate bolts. So, I believe I remember seeing that in the Bentley manual. So, and I think that Chef Tush also confirmed that when I talked to him on Saturday. So, cool.
Gonna need an extension.
You need me to get underneath here.
Well, let me. Let me tighten these up.
It's too tight.
It's too tight. Well, it's probably not going to be smooth until you get all those bolts bolted down about the same, because it's probably a little wonky right now.
I did notice that putting the when I inserted the.
Okay. Did you put the disc flywheel side?
Yes.
You did.
Yes.
It's definite, right?
Yes, because I looked at it because I knew it was marked and it said flywheel side.
And that went against here.
Yes.
Okay.
You want me to loosen these up a little bit and see if.
Fred's on a mission to show me something here. All right.
Just go ahead and go back and forth on this, and you'll feel it yourself.
Yeah.
Did you feel it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It catches.
Sure does. Sure does.
And it's even more obvious when you put the fork on it and have the weight of the bearing on it.
That's a brass one, correct?
Bronze.
Bronze?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Attached to it,
Right.
so that you can put it in gear and just hold the back of it and turn the whole thing until the splines line up, and then
Right.
in it goes.
Right. Nice.
It's good?
Torque. Fred and Dave are preparing the transmission. Fred had all the bolts in the bell housing, and now we're taking them all out, including the long bolts for the starter. And that would be the big bad daddy starter that I have.
Yeah, it's that one.
That's that high output starter that I love. Highly, highly recommended.
Put on those 3 studs.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I can't see.
We got the something in the way there.
It's back that way.
Put on those 3 studs.
Yeah. Hold on a second. I can't see.
We got the something in the way there.
They're here. Hey, we didn't put those 3 pins in.
You know, Dave, in that cartoon, all right. You know, in that cartoon, SpongeBob SquarePants, where you see this thing, and SpongeBob's gonna be like, this is no problem." 3 hours later. Well, we got it in. Holy crap, that was a pain in the ass. It just so what did you decide, Dave? You decided that we took the clutch and pressure plate back out. What was wrong with it?
We just think it wasn't lined up perfect, and the end of the shaft wasn't going into the pilot bearing. So we adjusted that and put it back on, and now it went in.
So now it's time to put 1,000 bolts back in and attach as much as we can here. Our goal is to try to drive it. So we'll see. We've lost a few hours on it, but Fred just went to order some sandwiches, and we're enjoying a quick Stella Artois, and then back to work. Okay, well, we are wrapping things up here at Fred's. We definitely were able to get a lot done today. We were able to get the transmission in, it's bolted in. A few more things, just gotta tighten up the bolts for the drive shaft and tighten up the bolts for the transmission support. But all the bolts are tightened and to spec on the transmission. we kind of ran out of time. I got to get Dave back to Tampa so he can work. And so now we just have to start putting everything back together. Got to get the battery back in, starters bolted in. And then Fred will probably throw the seat in there, and we'll probably take it for a test drive at some point this week. So, but another job well done, and we got our transmission in. Amen to that.